the apostle, also called Didymus, was one of the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ. The name Thomas, given for apostle in the Bible, is derived from the Hebrew word ta'om, meaning 12. In the Bible, it tells how doubting Thomas was skeptical at first when he heard that Jesus had risen from the dead and appeared to the other apostles. Hearing this, he said, "Only if I see on his hands the print of the nails and put my finger and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe." For this, he was known as Doubting Thomas. Later, when Jesus appeared, he invited Thomas to touch his wounds. St. Thomas showed his belief by saying, "My Lord and my God." St. Thomas Christians of Kerala in India believe that St. Thomas the Apostle had left the Roman Empire and travelled all the way to the Malabar coast to preach the Gospels. It is believed that St. Thomas had reached Muziris, now known as North Paravur in Kerala, India in 52 AD. He was accompanied by Jewish merchant Abanus. He soon began preaching the Gospels in the Malabar coast. He also established numerous churches along the Periyar River and the nearby areas which had Jewish colonies. He also ordained teachers and elders who were the earliest representatives of the Malankara Church. The churches he built were known as 7.5 churches which were located at Kodangallur, Palayur, Paravur, Kokamangalam, Niranam, Kollam, Nilakal, Tiruvidamkoda. St. Thomas also baptized many families such as Shankaramangalam, Pakolamattam, Nedumpalli, Kaliyankal, Payapalli, Mampalli and Kalli. It is believed that St. Thomas the Apostle was the only one to witness the ascension of Saint Mary into heaven. The other apostles were in Jerusalem to witness her death, while St. Thomas was in India. When Mother Mary was taken from her tomb and ascended into heaven by angels, seeing St. Thomas and knowing his standard for proofs which was much higher than seeing a empty tomb, Mother Mary began loosening the girdle, binding up her tunic, letting the girdle fall into his open hands. St. Thomas was the only apostle to witness the ascension with the girdle left behind to show the others. St. Thomas was killed with a spear on 21st December 72 AD in Mylapore near Madras, now Chennai. According to tradition, on July 3rd, 232 AD, the greater part of the relics of St. Thomas were taken from Mylapore, India to Edessa, Mesopotamia. For this reason, 3rd July is celebrated as St. Thomas Feast Day. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today on July 3rd, we celebrate the feast day of Saint Thomas the Apostle. Saint Thomas was one of the 12 apostles of Jesus. He was a Jew who lived in the 1st century CE. There is very little account of the early life of Saint Thomas. His birthday was unknown, but it is believed that he was probably born in Galilee. His name in Aramaic was Theoma and Didymus in Greek. Saint Thomas was also known as Doubting Thomas because he had doubted on the resurrection of Jesus and asked for proof of the wounds of Christ's crucifixion. Saint Thomas was the first person to explicitly acknowledge the divinity of Jesus when he exclaimed the immortal profession of faith, "My Lord and my God." Soon after the resurrection of Jesus, Saint Thomas went on a long journey through the Mediterranean Sea, via the Red Sea, into the Arabian Sea. Some say he went via Afghanistan and reached the shores of Kerala. On reaching the shores of Kerala, he went about preaching the word of God to the people. He baptized several families. Saint Thomas is regarded as the patron saint of India, and according to tradition, he established 7 churches in Kerala. He established the first church in Kodungalur, followed by Palayur, Paravur, Kokamangalam, Niranam, Nilakal and Quailon. This early group of Christians were called Thomas Christians. They were also called Syrian Christians or Nasrani Christians. The Thomas Christians took to Christianity between 52 CE and 76 CE. That's how old Christianity is in India. India is one of the first countries where Christianity took root. To put things into perspective, let me share an interesting fact. Armenia was the first European country to adopt Christianity as the state religion. This was in the year 301 CE. This was almost 250 years after Christianity came to India. A few years after landing in Kerala, it is said that Saint Thomas walked across the peninsula and reached the shores of Mylapore in present-day Chennai. He lived in a place that is now called Little Mount. Every day, he walked down to the beach a few kilometers away to meet people and talk about Christ. Soon his teachings became very famous all over the land. All the popularity earned St. Thomas some enemies. One day, when St. Thomas was praying at Little Mount, he was attacked. Story goes that the fleeing Thomas met his end at a hillock nearby, which is today called the St. Thomas Mount. His body was brought down to the beach where he preached and was buried there. In 1500s, the Portuguese came to Chennai for trade. They were familiar with the legend of St. Thomas and they built a small Portuguese-style church over his tomb. In the year 1892, the British reconstructed the church in the neo-Gothic cathedral style, which today stands as the St. Thom Basilica. The relics of St. Thomas was taken to Edessa in the city of Greece. The relics of St. Thomas were then moved to Chios, and at present the relics are placed at the Cathedral of Tommaso Apostolo in Ortona, Italy.
Now is the time to worship God. Now is the time to give your heart. Come, just as you are to worship God. Just as you are before your God. Come. One day every soul will confess you are God. One day every knee will bow. Still the greatest treasure remains for those who gladly choose you now. Come, now is the time to worship. Come, now is the time to wave your heart. Come, just as you are to worship God, just as you are before your God. One day every soul will confess you are God. One day every knee will bow. Still the greatest treasure remains for those who gladly choose you now. Come, Now is the time